Hello again. This video will complete our demonstration of the batching procedure using 828 DGEBA and the proper cleanup. Please watch our previous training videos to prepare for batching and to prepare the first part of the batch. After filling the Simcoe tube with the 828 DGEBA mixture, place the cup and tube in the vacuum oven and vacuum for 1 to 2 minutes. Remove from the vacuum oven and insert the Simcoe plug into the open end of the tube and then invert the tube so that the tape is facing up. The bubble should move to the top and the epoxy should move to the bottom. Carefully use a razor blade or scissors to cut through the tape. Epoxy will squirt out as you do so. Circle the nozzle on the tape to collect the expelled epoxy and then screw it onto the top. Place the tube in the heated metal sleeve nozzle first and screw on the trigger portion of the Simcoe gun. Since the metal sleeve will be warm, it is recommended to wear heat-resistant gloves or double glove like we wore when filming. Cock the gun until the epoxy is in the tip. The person who screwed the gun together needs to quickly put the tip into the bottom of one of the sealed syringes. Slowly cock the end of the gun to fill the syringe. Move the tip out of the syringe slowly to minimize the introduction of air bubbles. Keep filling the syringe until the batch reaches the 10 milliliter mark. Going back in time, a person not assembling the filled Simcoe tube gun needs to set up the syringe holders so that they can pull out syringes from the rack and hand them to the person with the gun, or place them on the end of the tip and take filled syringes and place them into the rack. This person should quickly mediate a smooth exchange between an empty syringe and a soon-to-be filled one, because the epoxy will steadily flow out whether or not you apply pressure to the cocking gun handle. The third person should keep track of time and the number of syringes remaining. They should be prepared to quickly make a few more sealed syringes if need be, or stand in for one of the gun personnel in the event of emergencies or if they get tired. This extra person will be helpful answering questions if this batch has additional techs in training. The batch will thicken as it cools, making it harder to cock into syringes. The order of easiest change of roles is for the person handling the syringes to take control of the gun, the person watching the time to go to the syringes, and the person who is tired to keep track of the time. If the epoxy is too thick for any of the techs to cock, unscrew the cocking attachment and pull out the inner tube to check if there is any epoxy left. If there is, place the tube in the oven with a syringe on the tip for a few minutes and rest. If there is no epoxy left, place the racks of the syringes into the oven and begin cleanup. Cleaning up after the batching process is very important. The lab should be as clean as or cleaner than when you entered. The empty inner plastic tube should be placed in the oven along with the syringe racks. Next, take all of the used pipettes and sticks and place them in the empty batching cup and place that in the oven. Next, clean the razor blade and the metal sleeve inside and out to remove all of the uncured epoxy. Use acetone and a paper towel to clean out the fume hood and the metal components. If you have not already, return the chemicals to where they are stored. After 24 hours, everything that has been placed in the oven during batching may be removed. All materials other than syringes may now be discarded as they no longer pose a health hazard.